Hi guys, welcome back and welcome to a new month. So as things start to heat up in June, we are taking it into a new series and we are getting hot for summer. So all of these workouts in the series will involve a little bit of cardio. So I hope you are ready to sweat and burn. We are kicking things off with this total body hot workout, and all you will need is a set of light hand weights. So go ahead, grab those and your mat and let's sweat. Alright guys, so we're going to kick off this series, so it's the first in our series, Hot for Summer, with a bit of total body. So this workout is going to target absolutely everything. I'm hoping that this one is not too much of a terror while we're doing it. And of course, it is going to involve a bit of cardio, because that's going to be the theme of this series. It's going to be cardio all month long. We start with total body though. So once again, if you guys want to get some real-time feedback on this one, I'll leave linked down below my channel at Elite Fit. So it's just elitefit.com/fresh-to-death-fitness. But I'll leave it down below. And you can do this workout with me there or here on YouTube. Either way, we're all going to do it. So getting started here, there's going to be a bit of planking because obviously there's going to be a bit of planking. So I want you to start at the back end of your mat. We're just warming things up a little bit, stretching out the back body. So feet hip distance apart. Walk the hands down the feet all the way out into plank here. You're going to pause in that plank for a second, navel pulling in nice and tight, and then keeping hips steady, walk hands in, nice flat back, straight legs if possible, slowly roll up to standing, shoulders shrug back. So go ahead, keep going there. If the doorbell rings again, I'm just gonna keep ignoring it. That's the mailman, but it's not for us, it's just for the building, so sorry. Somebody else needs to answer that one. So you should feel that nice stretch through the back body already, and then because this one has a bit of up and down, it's going to slowly start to bring the heart rate up. So not too crazy yet. We're just working slowly. Starting to engage the core. And it's a nice little wake up because we have that bit of inversion in there. Generally, I feel pretty awake and ready to work out in the summer, in spite of the heat. Just the light. I find the light really helps. So like summer mornings, I get up a lot earlier. I'm a lot more motivated to work out. So that's why we're going hard into a bit of cardio this month, because I'm just gonna assume that those of us who are in the Northern Hemisphere, like coming into summer, like we're ready to go. We're ready to play. Last one here, you're going to stay down in that plank. Hands under your shoulders, nice flat back, feet hip distance, press back to downward dog, sink heels down, forward to plank, step right foot to the outside of right hand, just hold there for a second, getting hips nice and open, ready to play, and step back to downward dog again, nice flat back, press shoulders flat, and repeat on the left. So just sinking down, make sure that the heel is coming down fully each time, otherwise it will put a lot of pressure in the knee. So full big step forward there. If you need to do it in like more than one step, do it in more than one step, but make sure you are getting heel down. So just keep going here. We'll do 4 more. Shoulders away from the ears. So still engaging the abs. Here's last 2. Here comes kitten. Here comes trouble. And 1. One more downward dog. Hang out in that downward dog for a second. Give it a little pedal out. Hopefully, as we're coming into summer, if you're someplace hot, I hope you have a good like anti-slip mat. I don't really, turns out. Come forward into plank. Hold in that plank. It's allegedly anti-slip. This is a new mat, you may have noticed, but it's definitely not anti-slip. So just squeezing navel nice and tight there, finding a nice strong plank, Squeeze the navel even tighter, hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to downward dog again, heels pressing down and keeping hips steady. Again, just walk hands back in toward the feet. Do, do, do. Slowly roll back up to standing. Give the shoulders a little roll out. Let's just give, again, legs, hips a good stretch. So quad stretch here, just grab the top one foot, pull it in toward the butt. Keep the knees in line here so you don't want to be out to the side. You're pulling it in, tucking under, release, go ahead and switch. Kitten is looking very devious in the background. Concerning. One more on each side. Baby animals, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about them? One more here. And go ahead, release. Take the feet nice and wide here, toes pointing forward. Keep the knees as straight as possible and just fold down over it. So letting head hang, letting shoulders hang there as well. You can start to take a little sway side to side. You can kind of start moving through it, bending one knee at a time. So just have a little play around there, freestyle, freestyle. So just so we're feeling loose and ready to go. And then go ahead, heel toe the feet back to hip distance. Keeping both heels down, you're gonna pedal it out here. So notice I'm not actually lifting the heels, I'm just pushing hip back on one side as I bend and straighten one knee at a time. Head is still hanging. Put a bend in both knees, heels still back, slide the hands up to the tops of the legs. You're gonna inhale, hollow, a little standing cat-cow. Exhale around, tuck in. Again, inhale, hollow. Exhale around, tuck in. Come all the way back up to standing and shrug the shoulders back. Okie dokie. We're gonna get started with a bit of lower body. Why? Because that's our biggest burn area. So I wanna start in maximizing the burn right from the top so we can maximize fat burn throughout. So that's gonna be the plan. I want you to start at the front end of your mat. Take a big step back with your right foot. One thing to check here, so the biggest cheat that I'll see with lunges is opening up that back side because people want to put that heel down. First of all, if we're here doing a lunge, then the knee is going to be going cattywampus, so really back to that back knee. We're not going to be engaging what we need to engage, which is going to be hamstring glutes. And then it's because I think people want a little bit more balance of having the heel down. If you are perfectly lined up here, that heel doesn't need to be down. You should be able to find the balance here as long as we're stacked and in line. So double check, make sure those back toes are turning straight forward. So that is a straight line, both hips angled forward. Let's take the arms up. So from there, you're going to come low into lunge. We'll have right angles here. So knees going straight on our hips and then back up. So you're gonna drop down, we're all going for it now. Press up, squeezing butt tight, squeezing navel tight. So feet just stay where they are. Again, I hope that you actually have like a real anti-slip mat, unlike this mat that was falsely advertised to me as an anti-slip mat. Amazon, for shame. Give me 4. We're not doing too many reps in each of these because we're just gonna keep packing on new moves. And last one, I want you to stay low here. So you're gonna keep a bend in that front knee. Back leg, which has a bend in it currently, you're gonna extend straight, bend, straight, bend. So my height is not actually changing. Keep going with this one. Shoulders soft, push, bend, push, bend. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So put a bend back in that knee, reach arms up overhead. We're gonna be popping that back leg off. So I'll show you one. That's it. Drop back fully to lunge. That's the move. 10 of these now. So arms up overhead. Here we go. Lift up, drop back to lunge. Lift up, keep it controlled, drop back to lunge. That leg is straight on the lift. It bends deeply on the lunge. So make sure you're not cheating your lunge. Find that lunge fully each time. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I want you to step a tiny bit farther back. You're gonna reach the right hand down. So weight here is primarily in that front leg, which is the left leg right now. That heel is down, weight is there. We're gonna drive all the way up, we're gonna jump. So again, I'm gonna show you one of them, then we're all gonna go for it. So right fingertips touching down, we jump, tap back. 10 of these. So it's like a little runner's jump, lunge jump. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Knee up, touch back. Knee up, touch back. So now on the lunge, that back leg will be straight. And give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From there, go ahead, step it back in. We're gonna stay on that same side. We're still burning out left glute hamstring. So, finding the balance here, which you can tell I might be struggling with a little bit today. You're gonna extend the right toes long. We're gonna go for a little arabesque lift here. So, the trick is, the more of a fold you take here at the hips, the higher you're gonna be able to get that leg lifted. That doesn't necessarily mean you should go super low. It means that you should go as low as you can while keeping the abs engaged and not just collapsing in the back. So another thing to watch out for here, I'm gonna show you, don't do this. You don't wanna be curling forward. So this is not the move. You're not gonna feel the abs working there. You're gonna be getting that horrible hunched position, not what we're after. Stay really long there, keep shoulders back. So find your angle. You can have a soft bend in the left knee. We're just lifting this right leg up. Here it is. So it's an exhale, lift, inhale, touch. Exhale, lift, inhale, touch. So often we would do this one with something to grab onto for a bit of balance. Not so today. We're just going for it. Here's 4, 3, 2, you're gonna keep the next one lifted, single leg squat. So you're gonna, woo, bend, extend that standing leg. Oh my God, you guys. I'm totally gonna keep laying this on the mat, but the mat is like a lot more cushiony than I'm used to. I should just come do this on the floor. Okay. There's a pro tip for you. If you're on a mat and you're like, WTF, why is this so hard? If it's too cushiony, it does make that balance a real doozy. My God, here's 3, 2, 1. Good. One more move on this side. So yeah, to finish my thought, if you're on a mat and it's like too cushiony, step off of it, come directly onto the floor. The harder the surface, the easier it's gonna be to get the balance, okay? So I do actually recommend that. All right, last one on this side. You're back to that arabesque, you're gonna pop it through. So that was my demo. Now we all go for 10 of them. So right leg reaches long, pop. Right leg reaches long, pop. Whew. You could do these faster than I'm doing, but I do want you going for the full move there. So full extension at the back. Again, I'm just trying to find my balance each time, because this new mat is kind of killing me a little bit. Here's 2, and 1. And release. Give it a little shake off. If it seems like there was a break in there, that's because there was a small break. Because I started doing the same leg again, and then got about halfway through that series and was like, this leg feels really tired. And then I remembered, that's because it was a leg that I just did. So, we're gonna do it correctly. Step the left foot back, right leg is in front. Woohoo, good start. All right, so down into that lunge here. Bend both knees, arms reach up, bring it back up. So make sure left knee is pointing straight forward, left toe is pointing straight forward. Okay, that feels more like it. I'm not gonna say how much of that I did before I was like, why does this feel so familiar? This feels exactly the same as the first side, because it is the same as the first side. The heat's gotten to my brain. Do one more here, stay low, just the back leg now, bend, push through the heel. Bend, straighten, height stays the same, because the angle in that front leg stays the same. It's just the back leg on this one. Hooey. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop low into it, arms overhead. We're lifting up that back leg. So nice and controlled. Lift, drop down to lunge. Lift, full lunge each time. If you're not coming fully to that lunge, you are cheating. So weight will go between both legs. Now just into front. Both legs, front. So ask yourself, evaluate, be like, am I cheating? And 2, 1. Now we got more runner's lunge. So a little bit farther back, you're gonna be touching left hand or fingertips down. I mean, you don't want to put a lot of weight in it. And we're going to drive back knee through, little jump up. You remember it. So we start in 3, 2, 1. Jump it up, touch back. Jump it up. So now not much weight is gonna go in to that back foot. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Step it back in. Quick little shake out. Still on that right leg. Left leg goes long. We've got a little arabesque series here. So just 3 moves here, and then that's that side. So little tilt up the hips. Keep reaching long through the crown head. Slight lift up of the chest. We exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep that leg really long. I care more about the length than the height. So if you're kicking it up really high, but bending it, or it's just falling back down really quick, that's not what we're after. It should be controlled. I want you to engage the glutes. Here's 3, 2, keep up on 1. See if I do a little better with my single-legged squat on this side. Bend, extend. Whew. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Keep that long line. Toes through the crown of the head. That is the line. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Back leg. You're gonna drive through. Whoop, little pop. Reach it back. Pop. Extend back. Pop. Extend back. Find that balance. If you are on a thicker mat like I am, and it's a little bit cushiony, and you feel like it's throwing your balance, I mean, as goofy as it's gonna look, last one here, as goofy as it's gonna look, like you can see me kind of hopping all over the place, in the long run, it is good for you because you have to work just that little bit harder to stabilize. So, it can be good, but it can feel really unstable. So, not ideal. Okay, we're gonna do a little cardio burst here. I know we've been doing cardio, but we're gonna do a cardio burst. We're gonna be doing narrow to wide squat jumps. You're squatting in each of those positions. I'll show you a couple so you get the idea. As you take a breather, weight is pushing back, heels are down, there's my narrow squat, I jump up, land in a regular squat. I jump up, I land narrow again. So, every time you land in squat, push the weight back, heels stay down. You don't wanna be like up here. That's not a squat. That's gonna put a lot of pressure on the knees. So, we're gonna go for 10 of these. The reason I say 10 is because each position counts as one. So, 1 narrow, 1 wide, 2 narrow, 2 wide. Yeah, so it's kind of like 20 squat jumps, but we're alternating narrow and wide. I want you to start narrow. Here we go. I'll count, which of course you can trust. Lol. So starting narrow in 3, 2, 1. We go narrow, we go wide. Nice and low. Landing always on a bent knee. So it should be landing light. If you have neighbors below you, they shouldn't actually hear you. Here's 2 and 1. Back to narrow and bring it up. Give it a little shake out there. There we go. Take a quick breather. Stay moving. Fun stuff. We're gonna repeat that lower body portion one more time. So One more on each side. Then we're gonna do that cardio again. Then we're gonna get into some upper body naps because this is a total body jamboree. But I want you to feel like you've worked out. So, let's see if I can choose the correct leg. First of all, right foot's gonna step back first. Huzzah. I'm so tempted to get this mat out of here, but then I'm gonna be sliding on the floor. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going with it. So, ready for our lunge here. Split legs as we drop down, arms overhead. We're off into it. Keeping back toes pointed forward. Back heels lifted. Gaze straight ahead. Chin lifted. Neck long. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, stay low in your lunge. Back leg, extend, bend, extend, bend. I know you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you test out that mat before using it to film? It just arrived yesterday. It just arrived yesterday afternoon, and I was like, oh, this will be nice to have a black mat, because it'll be nice and neutral, it won't clash with anything. So yeah, basically I just didn't test it. I was like, yep, looks fine. One more here. Bend that knee again, arms up overhead. We're lifting back like 10 of these. Here we go. Lift off, back down to lunge. Lift off, full drop to lunge. Hit that lunge every time. I know I keep repeating it, but that's just because this is one of the biggest cheats that I see, where it's not hitting that lunge. It's just a little tap back. That's not the move. I want you to have to come fully out of lunge each time. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Woo! There we go. Oh my God. All right, step a little farther back, touch the right hand or fingertips down. Now we have the hop. 10 of these in 3, 2, 1. Back knee drives through, hop, touch back, hop, touch back. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Step all the way in. There we go. Quick little shake off. Still that same side though. Left leg supporting. I'm not enthusiastic about my left leg supporting, but it's why we're getting out of the way. Right toes touch back. Take your little tilt here. We're gonna exhale, lift, inhale, lower. That balance also is gonna get a little bit harder as we do this. If you have something nearby you wanna use for balance, use it. Because I would rather that you use something for a little bit of assistance with the balance there, and you were able to fully focus on the glutes engaging, than like you're falling all over the place and you feel like it's not even worth it. Go for 2, 1. Also, I'm currently using this wall, as you can see. Start to bend, extend. But again, it's just, judging it. So is it gonna be more benefit to you to use something for a little assist? Weight is still in the leg, of course. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one, there's that jump, so here we go. Jump. This one, there's nothing you can use for balance. It's just you and your legs, and your abs. That's it. That's what you've got there. So yeah, fight for that balance. Find it. The more you fight for it, the easier it's gonna be in the long run. And last one here, and bring it down. Give it a shake out. I swear, if this is the first video you guys are doing with me, my balance genuinely is not usually this bad. I am like, this mat is like tripping me. Yeah, I don't know. You know what it's like, if you ever like switch your mats, because I'm used to being on a really like thin, grippy mat, where I feel like more connected to the floor. This one, I just feel like I'm all over the place. All right, left leg steps back. There we go, got that. So arms by the side here to start. We're gonna drop down, press up. Drop down, press up. Another thing that you're gonna notice, if you are on a more cushioned mat, is that you're gonna get a little bit more for the calves. I'm feeling that right now as well, because when the balance is a little bit harder, all those little muscles have to kick in a little bit more to help with the stabilization. One more here, stay low. All right, hands to hips, back knees bent, straight. So yeah, I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing to be on a more cushioned mat, as long as you don't feel like you're gonna injure yourself. If it's so out of control, I would say like, if you're just starting and your balance doesn't feel super hot, go on the floor. Don't do a cushioned mat, because it does make it harder. But if you're like, I'm strong, I got this, I wanna take it to the next level, then go for it. Last one there, bend back knee, arms up overhead, back leg pops off. We lift, we drop to lunge. Lift, drop to lunge. Hips stay tracking forward. But yeah, it's a good way to do a little extra toning for a short season. That's how I'm gonna look at it right now. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Good. Step all the way back. Back leg is straight. Half step farther back. Touch left hand down. We jump it in 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Jump, touch back. Jump, touch back. Coming all the way low there. So it is a big step back. Make sure you're going far enough back there. Here's 3, 2, 1. Whoop, step in. Quick little shake off. Gotta finish off those glutes here. If it's really hot where you are, I'm sure you're gonna be feeling this. Nice and sweaty. Okay, so right leg is our support, left leg goes long. You're just gonna do lift, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Keeping that long line. Taking a bit of a breather doing this one. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg. Bend, extend. Again, if you want to use something for a bit of balance, I'm totally cheating because I did it on my left side, and on this side I'm like, it's all right. Dominant versus non-dominant. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Last of those pops here. So back leg drives through, little hop, extend long, hop, extend. We got 4, woo, it's that landing. 3, 2, and 1. Good, whoop, and down. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go for like more difficulty, like squishier if you've had like a recent ankle injury, because yeah, it's a lot of stabilization with the ankle as well, but there you have it. All right, we're gonna repeat another set of those narrow to wide squat jumps. So you remember it, which means we're ready to go. Same number, we're just gonna go for 10 of them, 10/20. So starting narrow, here we go. It's gonna be wide, narrow, that's 1. Wide, narrow. Big burst up. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Give it a little shake out. So by this point, you're probably like, are those weights actually gonna do anything? Yes, they are. So go ahead, grab your weights. I would use a fairly light weight here because it's gonna be mostly triceps. If you wanted to, you could have 2 sets of weights, so going a little heavier for the biceps. I just got the 1 set, so I'm gonna make do with it. It's fine. We're still doing a bit of balance. right? So you're gonna start with legs narrow here. We're gonna take a little bend in the knees, a little fold at the hips. Okay, so that's gonna help with the balance alone. Navel is pulling in tight. You don't wanna be here. You don't wanna be just pushing the knees forward. Because see how now my heels are wanting to lift, lift, lift? No, push the weight back, stay folded. Extend the right leg back here. We're gonna go for tricep kickback, and you're gonna be lifting that leg. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do this dance. That's gotta go. Okay, so right leg back. Elbows are gonna be up by the side. I'll show you one, then we all go. So it's a kick back, leg lift at the same time. You curl back in. Elbows stay above the line of the torso. We're gonna go for 20 of those. Once we've done 20, you're back here. We're gonna pulse another 20. So that's that. That'll be, well, and there are a few more things before we do the other side, but that's it for the triceps. So find that starting position, right toes touching back, pull the elbows up, palms facing in, shoulders dropping away, and let's do it. So kick back and lift. Kick back and lift. Abs tight. Don't drop the chin to the chest. A lot of control. That's what makes us total body. Still losing my balance anyway. Can't even blame the mat now. Here's 4, 3, 2, keep it back on 1, straight pulses. You can always come up a little higher, as long as that back heel stays down. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. We're still on that side. I feel like how many times have I said it? We're still here. We're still there though. This one's not gonna be that bad though, really. Let's see. I'm gonna do it to the side still, just to show you. So all the weight is still gonna be in that left leg. You are gonna touch the left toes back, but it is literally just a touch. Okay? So it's gonna be a touch. Then you bring that knee up, bicep curl with it. So make sure that you're not going back on that bicep curl. That's where it's gonna get into the lower back. So stay slightly tilted forward at the hips, thinking of lifting the chest up and over that knee. We're only doing 10 of this one. So here it is. Elbows by the sides. We're gonna touch right toes back, curl, back, curl. Nice and controlled. Touch back, curl. So balance really is total body. I know we've done a whole lot of balance in this workout, but hey, that's our total body hot for summer, basically. Here's 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to keep that knee up. So you're holding that balance. I'm gonna turn in toward you. If the knee needs to come down a little bit, whatever. I actually don't care if it's all the way up here, because that can be a little bit annoying for the hip. So just keep that right leg lifted wherever it is. We're gonna do 10 Arnold presses with the balance. So when you bring arms into a goalpost here, it's gonna be in, elbows come together, open, up, down. That's the move. So 10 of those. Come with me to goalpost. Here it is. We wrap in, keep elbows lifted, press up, abs tight. Wrap in, press up. Keep squeezing navel to spine. No bowing the back. You know what I mean. Here's 4 and 3, 2, 1, and down. There we go. Well, shake out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. There we go. All right, we're gonna do that on the other side. I'm feeling sweaty and It's not anywhere near as hot as it's gonna get in Madrid, so that's a little concerning. Okay, so narrow squat, touch the left toes back, elbows come up, palms facing in. We got that kick back with that back leg lift. Here we go. So extend, lift, tap back down, extend, lift, tap back down. No transfer of weight there. It stays the same. That's our halfway point. Keep a bend in that standing leg as well. Controlled release. Here's 4, 3, 2. We hold the last one, remember. Straight pulse. Squeeze from the shoulder blades. Again, if the back is hurting, come up a little higher in it. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Biceps. So still the weight, still here, still the weight in the right foot. Touch left toes back. Hands are just down here. We lift it through, curl, weights to shoulders. Touch back, curl, touch back, curl. At least there are only 10 of these. That's our halfway point. And here's 3, 2, 1. Good. We're gonna keep that balance. So left leg is lifted, goalpost position, chest press and shoulder press. So wrap it in, open, push up, down, in, open. Once the arms are in motion, they're just that, they're in motion. So I want you to focus most of your awareness actually on the midsection, pulling in nice and tight there, staying strong and supported. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Give it a little shake out. Okie dokie. Weights can go down. If you just like tossed your mat to the side like I did, that can come back. That can come back into the playing field. I was just very done with it in that moment. Okay, we're gonna come back down to a plank. You're gonna give me one quick little cardio burst here, and then we're gonna be flipping it around, coming down onto our backs. So that quick cardio burst is gonna be a mountain climber. We're gonna do 50 mountain climbers. So you can count your own if you wanna slow it down and march it in. I'm okay with that. Just make sure shoulders stay over wrists. So that's not a mountain climber. Also, another trick I see here with mountain climbers is the feet start to like come in and it's like this. Also not a mountain climber. If the back is not flat, if there's not a big range in that knee coming forward, it's not a mountain climber. So ask yourself, am I doing a mountain climber or am I doing something else? All right, there you go, an existential moment. Push up into plank here. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, 50 of these. Flat back. These are gonna fly by. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're at my speed, down. Child's pose. If you're still going, keep going there. I'm gonna hang here in child's pose for a second to let everybody catch up. So if you're marching it there, if you've taken a little break in the middle, no worries, but finish out those 50. Once you're done, press back into a child's pose. We'll meet there. And then together, we'll all flip it around, come down onto the back. That's the plan. So, once we're all there, I think we probably are all there by now. If not, just pause the video, finish it up, start it back up when you've finished your 50. All right, come all the way down onto your back here. We're gonna do, one of my most beloved ab series. No, I don't know about that. Knees into tabletop, and ab series nonetheless though. So if you just wanna like get ahead of it, take hands underneath the tailbone. That's gonna help protect the lower back. It's also a slightly milder angle on the hips. I am gonna be going for that one today. If you wanna advance it, you could go hands behind the neck, keep head, neck, and shoulders lifted. You could rest it down there, have hands underneath the head, wherever you wanna go. Like I said, I'm gonna be going with it here for today. My hips are not happy times right now, so I'm gonna give them all the love I can. Knees in tabletop, simple pattern here. You're gonna go out. Actually, no, change my mind. It is a simple pattern. We're gonna keep a bend in the knee. You're gonna go single, single, double. That's the one, okay? So we're gonna go 10 of those. Single, single, double, single, single, double. So each single, single, double counts for one, and then we're gonna do 10 just doubles. Then we're gonna repeat that from a couple other positions. But starting here, knees in tabletop, nice little bend. Here we go. We go single, exhale up, single, exhale up, double, exhale up. Whatever you do, do not let the lower back come off the floor. So another option here, if you have like quite a small cushion, you could put that underneath the tailbone and lift the tailbone a little bit. The only issue I would say with that is that there are very few cushions that I've seen that are the appropriate size and shape for that. Like many are just too big. So don't put like a regular pillow under there because it's gonna be too much lift. So really controlled with the drop as well as the lift. A few more here. Oh, yeah, my hips are on the struggle bus right now. So basically, I went to the chiropractor for the first time last week, and my hips, like, I think I needed a lot of adjusting probably, but like my hips cannot even deal right now. Last one here, hug knees in quickly, and then like I said, we're just gonna go for 10 of the doubles. So keeping these bent, just that double, nice and controlled, inhale down, exhale up. So if there are any of you guys who go to a chiropractor regularly, let me know if that's typical for the first time. Like my body feels like it aged about 80 years, I'm not gonna lie. Like it was trucking along, I know some stuff like needed to be adjusted, but it was trucking along, it was used to it, and now like since getting adjusted, I'm just like, oh my God, my body like cannot deal. One more here. Hug knees in, and like specifically my hips have been like, whoo, struggling. All right, so like I said, we're gonna repeat that from a couple other positions. Next one, legs straight, same pattern. So legs come all the way up. Again, whatever you wanna do there with the hands, single, single, double, here it goes. So single, lift, single, lift, double. You don't have to go as low as I'm going with that one. You can if it feels okay. Single, single, double, wee, single, single. I'm so surprised the kitten is just sitting over there behaving herself. This is maybe a first. First time for everything right here. She does not behave herself generally. I mean, she's a kitten. She's a real kitten, yep. She's big kitten energy. We got Leo as a kitten as well, but he was not even like this much of a kitten, if you know what I mean. He was a bit calmer. And we got him at 6 weeks, so I don't know. Here's 3. The flow of these. And last 1. Good. Hug knees in. And again, 10 doubles. So, legs as straight as possible. You can always go back to a slightly bent knee if necessary. You don't have to do like a whole full range down to the floor or anything. You could stay at the upper end. Basically go where you can and keeping that lower back down. So here we go. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, lift back up. So really squeezing with the lower abs. My hips have also been making some interesting sounds since then. So, yeah, I don't think it's good. I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up, but yeah, they're making some sounds. And last one, hug the knees in. There we go. Okay. Final variation here is going to be a little bit weird, but basically I want to get some more of inner outer thighs. We're going to be going to the sides. So legs are going to be straight up. You're going to go drop to one side, drop to the other side, both open and in. So the trick with that drop is that I'll show you what I don't want you to do. You don't want to drop so low. Whoa, that suddenly, look, I'm totally turning over to that side. That was a view for you. You want to keep both hips planted on the floor, lower back down. So it's not going to be a very big opening at all, okay? Legs up. We got to keep it controlled, keep the obliques engaged. Inhale, and then we're going to lower. Right leg, back to center, left leg, and double. So, single. The trick on that single, try to keep the other one straight up. It's gonna wanna drop to help with the balance, but that's where the abs are playing. Single, double, single, single, double. I kinda like these actually. Kind of hypnotizing if you're just looking up at your feet. Like, I feel like I'm kind of in a trance right now. The sweat's drying. Are you still with me there? Few more here. And one last one. There we go. Hug knees in. 10 doubles there. So you guys could potentially go a little bit wider with that double. As always, I do have this wall, that one right there. So it kind of limits. And you want to make sure you're going equally on both sides. So although I could let my left leg go all the way low, that wouldn't make sense. So keep it equal if there's any restriction or if you've had an injury on one side that limits the range of motion. Here we go. Open, together. Open, together. Keeping those legs as straight as possible. Keep pressing tailbone down. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, knees in again. All right, so basically, well, we've practically made it to the end. We're gonna do one final little kind of cardio ab extravaganza, just because, you know, we gotta finish with a little bit of cardio before we stretch it. So legs are gonna come out all the way long here. Arms are gonna be in front. If you wanna use a weight for this one, you could just hold a weight between the hands. To add obviously a little bit of resistance. It's a sprinter's roll. Some of you guys will have done these before. If not, I'm gonna show you how it goes. Hands in front, don't let the hands go away. You don't get to use them for momentum, you're just using the abs here. So peel up, knee comes in, we twist opposite elbow toward that knee, come back down. I usually keep my shoulders still lifted a little bit. I mean, you could, I guess, go all the way down. I like to keep it here so I can like really go up, down, up, down, up, down, because these are fairly quick. So it should be a little bit cardio-esque, alternating sides. We're gonna go for 20 of these, which I know doesn't sound like that much, but with these ones it is. So starting in 3, 2, 1, go at your own pace. So curl and down. Full back will come up on these ones, so make sure that you're getting it all the way up. A little twist at the top. I got 8 more, so if you're at my speed, I trust you guys have been doing your own counts. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, reach arms overhead, inhale, and exhale all the way up into a forward fold. There we go, we're finally stretching it. Total body finished. So first one in the series, as you've seen, is total body. And then we're gonna start to break it down a little bit more. So you'll see in the following weeks, we're gonna do like legs one day, butt one day, upper body, all that jazz. Soles of feet together here, knees open wide. So yeah, if you wanna pick from some more targeted ones, you have that option. But like I said, all of them are going to involve a bit of cardio because we're amping up that fat burn. So do expect a bit of cardio each time. Who knows, there might be one that's just purely cardio. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. But could happen. All right, we're gonna take a seated pigeon here. So knees are bent in front of you. You're gonna cross right ankle over the left knee. That right knee is pressing wide, number 4 there. You can step the left foot in a little closer. Keep the back really long and tall there so you're not collapsing there. You're lifting the chest up and over the line of that leg. Shoulders are pressing down. If you want, you can take a little wiggle side to side with this one. This one gets me. This one got me even before I got adjusted and like turned into an 85-year-old overnight. Yep. Yep. And go ahead, release. We'll switch sides there. So left crosses over right. I do recommend flexing the foot of that crossed leg. So if I do the left foot on this one, sitting nice and tall, it just helps lock the ankle in place so it doesn't sickle. If you want to take a little rock here. Oh, my hip is just grinding through that. Yeah. Like I said, let me know down below if you have experience going to chiropractor, if this is typical. I do suspect it is. Like, I'm not that like worried about it because I think it is one of those things where like if you're out of whack and you get adjusted, yeah, it's gonna like be a big wake up for your body. Go ahead, release there. So I think that's just like the situation I'm in right now. Flip around, come onto the heels here. Let's take a little upper body stretch and then we're gonna take a twist with it as well. So cross one arm in front of the chest, keep that shoulder down. Nice long reach there. And bring hand between the shoulder blades. Give it a press down. hopefully in future workouts I will not be complaining about my hips as much. I apologize for that. Hopefully I won't be. Cross the other arm over. And genuinely, like, I would advise, like, if your hips are hurting that much, take the day off. Like, don't do the workout. It sort of is my job and I'm on a schedule, so I don't necessarily have that luxury. But if your body is hurting, if it's not ready to play, give it a rest. I would say, like, take an active rest, so walking is always good. Go for a long walk. Not like a crazy power walk or like a big hike or anything. Just go for like a long leisurely walk. That's going to be one of the best things to reset. You can do some stretches, a more low impact routine like Pilates, like not a cardio Pilates, not a really crazy like advanced Pilates, but a more slow and stretchy Pilates is also really good for a reset. So I'm assuming if we've made it this far, you guys all felt good through this one. So we're gonna take a twist here, just to one side. So hand is gonna come to outside opposite leg. You can reach back, arm back, turn, look over that shoulder. But yeah, if you're ever having one of those days, like, you know, I think to stay in a routine, you have to force yourself to a point. So like if you wake up in the morning and you're just like being lazy, that's one thing. Go ahead, switch sides. And you do kind of have to push through those points and just get in the routine. But if you are hurting, just don't do it. Just give it a couple of days. Do an active recovery. You know, stay moving, stay active, but don't do like the most, you know, intense workout if you're hurting. There we go. Come to hands and knees. We'll take a final cat-cow here. All of the stretches. This is what I need right now. Inhale, hollow. Exhale, round. Again, inhale, hollow. Exhale, round. Here we go. Sit back on the heels. That's us done. I know that was a long one, so I hope you guys did a really good job with that one. You know, feel free to repeat it, and also check back in for the other workouts in this series. So how are you going to do that? Well, hit that subscribe button down below. That's my first piece of advice. While you're down there, if you liked this routine, let me know by hitting the like button as well. And if you have any special requests, either for this Hot for Summer series or for videos after the series, let me know down below in the comments. I will see you guys back here for the next one. Bye!